Just do your own time. You serve your sentence in your head. There ain't no finish line. Call no man happy till he's dead. There's a pressure behind my soul. I can feel it in my bones. There's a storm coming.
All right, and welcome. Hello, I am Michael. I'll the GMing tonight. Let me just move this around a little bit. I think we got those all correct. I'll be GMing ours Magica. My pronouns are he, him. If we want to go around and introduce ourselves.
Hi, I am Steve. I believe I'm playing Zaldan tonight,
Yep,
who is my
all the
mage.
mages.
And yeah, that's me. He, him for both of us.
I am Sarah. I am playing Lear, who is my mage, half-fae water mage, and probably a grog or a companion, maybe. We'll see.
Hello, I'm Nessa. I might have not checked the sheet. I thought I was playing Pen, but maybe I'm wrong?
Yes.
Yes, I'm wrong. Who am I
We're
playing?
all you're playing your mages because remember this is all the
Okay,
mages
yeah.
going
I was like,
to look into the
I could have
demon thing.
sworn. I was like, I could have sworn it was all mages. Oh no.
Yep.
Oops, all mages.
Oops,
But I'm
mages.
playing Pen. She, her for me. She, her for Pen. Swan werewolf. Wizard. Not actually a werewolf, but you know, swan body horror.
Wannabe werewolf.
Spawn shifter.
Werewolf enthusiast.
Hey, I'm Kay. I will be playing my mage Xander. Yeah, that's really all I've got.
All right. Well, the sickness and weather and other stuff did us in for the last month. Do we want to go over what you all remember of last time?
I probably should
We're
have checked.
going somewhere. Do I remember where? No.
I'll see what you remember, and then I will fill in other things as necessary.
We're going to go to vampire people, right?
Transylvania, but yeah,
Transylvania, where the vampires live.
Transylvania,
Yes.
vampire.
To go get someone's been having premonitions too about the fact that we're all going to get nuked.
Yeah, the orb gave people premonitions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Steve had
No,
premonitions.
So that you would have the premonition. It's not the orb that's giving it to you. The orb, however, allows you to find your way into Regio, which is essentially magical areas that, like, if you want to think of like a little magical pocket universe, that's one way to look at a Regio. There's also infernal, holy, and fairy versions of those. And the problem with a lot of those is finding your way into them can be very difficult. Because it might be you have to walk around a hill 7 times counterclockwise while the sun is in a certain spot, or possibly there's other ways like secondary sight can let you see through into those things. The ability to actually find something find a regio, if you have something that is from it, is pretty clutch. It can be a very powerful thing in finding your way back into these things. This is what you got when you went to actually the Regio that an old Covenant had been in that also had some things with demons and other stuff.
Maybe that's how I kept running into that World War II ghost. It's because I opened a Regio in a very specific way.
World War II ghost?
I don't know. I used to meet this old lady out in the woods, who was wearing all white. Also really old. And she'd always stop me while I was running to talk about only during snowstorms, and she'd always stop me while I was running to tell me about World War II, and I'd be like, I shouldn't be out here in shorts, and you shouldn't be out here with your little old dog. Like,
I had to
yeah.
figure out for a moment, were we talking Pen lore or Nessa lore?
Nessa lore,
It took
and
me a
everyone
second.
was like, Nessa, there's no way that there's an old one who could barely walk, like she would walk like this, like who is out. Oh, you only meet in snowstorms dressed in all white. That doesn't exist. You're crazy or she's dead.
You met La Lorna.
Maybe.
GURPS used to have I think a disadvantage called weirdness magnet, and it was supposed to be like the world's only talking dog comes up and talks to you. Like it's like that level of strange things just find the character. The thing is, with the role playing game, so many strange things are generally happening anyway that like unless you're doing a straight up normal real world, which with GURPS, to be honest, is not uncommon. Yeah, plenty of weird stuff would be happening anyway.
I think that would transfer well into Unknown Armies. Almost the world's only talking dog seems kind of Unknown Armies-y a little bit.
Yeah, but nobody needs to be weirdness magnet in Unknown Armies. You're just in Unknown Armies.
True.
like the weirdness is Unknown Armies. All right, yeah. So what you found was when you looked using the orb and the lodestone, because you had spoken to. Let me just pull up. So we were in the fall of 1234, 1234. Giuseppe, who is someone who also had a lot of visions, and brought something that Dayum had recognized from his master Titus, from close to 100 years ago, had this lodestone. And one thing is, you'd had dreams about the grass crown and demons coming for it or using it.
Yes.
Right, and I think Giuseppe had said he was willing to accompany if you felt the need to. You had written through and you talked to when you talked to. Wait a second, where did I put?
It was a this one.
Oh no, okay, I know why. Because I made another thing specifically for other covenants we find. I was looking on my normal GM notes thing, and I found one I'm going to start keeping for covenants. So the Transylvanian Tribunal, you had talked to Chorus, I believe which is one thing you've known is House Tremere. That is the seat of House Tremere itself. House Tremere tend to be. Let me just give you a little bit of thing because I keep. For anybody who's played Vampire, they have made it the same House Tremere. I believe because some of the same people started originally for a little bit. It was actually published by White Wolf. I think it might have been second edition, but I'll give you House Tremere is by far the ones that the Transylvanian Tribunal that they have the most people in there. I'll just give you a quick thing on them. So they tend to emphasize the importance of judgment, strategy, and detailed planning. They believe in respect for superiors and asserting authority over minions. One of the things, for example, the ability to vote in things going on in their tribunal. They basically pass their voting sigil to their parents, the person who trained them to be a mage, until you can actually defeat them in magical combat.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
And the thing is, if you have an apprentice, but you still haven't been able to beat your parents, and it's called Sertamin, which is basically a way for mages to duel without, massive destruction. Or you can come out of it on the other side. The apprentices' voting tokens, when they become full mages, also get so parents can actually have a bunch of votes because they're able to vote for them. So it's they can all trace a chain back through their masters and their masters back to the founder. You basically cannot join it from the outside. This is considered one of the more sensible and stable houses, providing strength and courage when needed, and refraining from action when peace better serves the order. They tend to hold their council pretty close and tight. BJ Sampson's though it's third edition, more of a reference nowadays. But because I ran and we had twin Tremere until one of them decided he didn't like playing Tremere and wanted to play basically a Fishmouth. Tremere were a big part of our thing, and I'm going to keep thinking of them. But Chorus is actually Coeris is the seat of House Tremere in the Transylvanian Tribunal, which is essentially their tribunal for the most part. There you have talked with oddly enough, Dominic of Titalis is the one that you have been speaking with. Because there are some non-Tremere there. He is one who's sort of trusted with a lot of things. Titalis themselves tend to be about forms of conflict, innovation, all sorts of context. They do not feel alive unless they're in a constant state of struggle. They're almost the opposite of House Tremere. They don't necessarily the stability of elders. It's kind of do whatever you can do. But he's someone who is like fairly high up in the Covenant of Chorus itself. And he's the one who's been talking with you back and forth, and seems fairly excited to meet you and such when you arrive. Also says that Angiola, another one of the Tremere, will be with him when you meet. But you basically have a meeting set when you arrive in Transylvania and over by Chorus, which is not terribly far from the place where you believe the from what you can tell on the orb. Was it called the orb? Or the sphere? What you can tell on there where the Regis that this lodestone is in that should have this grass crown that looks like the demons are attempting to use from the visions and stuff you've seen.
Goddamn demons.
And we'd spoken a bit last time, and I don't remember. So I have a thing here for what the players are doing. I do not have anything written in there as of yet. So I think last time you definitely talked about doing correspondence. You have done all of that. And when you all are heading there, like, who are you taking? Is there anything specific you're doing?
I think we had chosen a couple people we wanted to take with us.
We said all the Magi, Bastion, Hunter, Baxter, some Shield Grogs, some various Grogs, and Grayson. I think is Grayson your he was the
He was the first dude I played, yes. Because he had
he was like a thief, right?
Thief spy?
No. That wasn't him.
Mm.
I don't think. I'm trying to pull up the Foundry again because
yeah,
it was out of. I tried to pull it out of Discord. Yeah, that's why we were going to bring him. He was a berserker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously we're not bringing why am I blanking on this?
We're not bringing
Thordak.
Thordak.
And we're not bringing Giselle because they're gonna run the shit.
You need someone we can trust to not burn this place to the ground.
Yeah, Thordak and Giselle are in charge. I think we said we were bringing Mishka.
Well, I don't think we were gonna bring Mishka.
I don't remember Mishka.
I mean, we could,
We can.
but I mean, like that's the Shield Grogs are gonna be the protection unit basically, and Mishka, he's a blacksmith, so I don't think he'd be very.
Oh, he's also a lichen, so.
Yeah, he's a lycanthrope.
It's only useful at certain times, though.
Here, let me.
He's a lichen. He's a mushroom. Every full moon, he just turns into a mushroom.
I have. A simple calendar. Okay, so essentially, yeah, we're like I kind of put it to September 10th on in a week, which I mean basically which will probably be while you're traveling because you've got like a little ways to go from where you're at. Yeah, you're gonna take ship probably like around Constantinople up onto the coast, and then you can probably take some river travel to get around. But it's going to be it's going to take a little bit of time. Essentially, in a week you have the full moon, and that will be while you're still traveling. So if you have a lichen, you know that during the travel time there will be 3 nights where you're going to want to have them taken care of. But beyond that, you will have a good amount of time.
I imagine we brought, if any lichens came with us, we brought cages.
Mm-hmm.
Put them down in the hold of the ship.
Yep. No, I think we also said we were gonna bring some raw wheeze for them.
Yes.
We're gonna bring some gold or silver. What do we have? A silver mines? Yeah.
No, you have a marble mine.
Marble mine.
Marble, which we sell for. Yeah, we're bringing them money.
Yeah,
we're bringing them tributes. Is what we're bringing them.
We're bringing you stuff that will be like, hey, y'all. Where are measurement controls?
I feel like the raw wheeze is the stuff they're going to be most excited about, and then the orb, they're going to be like, yeah, we wanna see how this works.
And then we're like, Rex.
One of the things you're very much going to be aware of is that Weiss is much more. 2.43 feet is 100 miles. I was kind of checking. About 300 there. So yeah, it'll take you a little while to get there. Weiss is much more common in the Theban tribunal than it is in a lot of other places. So there's other places that barely get by with any, and you're all just like, there's just so much of it around. I just keep tripped over some raw Weiss. That's weird. If you want to make some note, because we've got stocks, we haven't been keeping track of those as much as we sort of, because like going through each year and grabbing them, because we did skip the 10 years. You have a good amount of Weiss with you. So if you're taking some, particularly that goes along with your the magic and such that you use most, I would make a note of some of those.
What do you guys use for Weiss? I use the crystal fish.
And there'll be other things you'll have collected too. I think for some people we've made it part of the story. So for some of y'all, we've got specific things. For others, it's been kind of hand waved. You have a thing that's in there. It's just not specific yet.
Yeah. We haven't established exactly what Zaldan's is, but I think it's like some kind of magical acorn from one of the elder sites. Mm-hmm. Is what I went with.
Some of them are listed under corpus for the art form. Is that a possibility?
A lot, yeah, it is a possibility. A lot of that's probably just also what when you just create one, that's what it automatically defaults to. So there are corp. I mean, the thing is, every single art and form has raw Weiss associated with it.
I was like, did I forget about our meat Weiss?
No, well, I would say if you kill a magical creature or something. Actually, I don't need that on there. If you kill a magical creature, something along those lines, very often if you've got the ability to, if you've got Vim magic, you can essentially go, I'm gonna just put all of the raw Weiss into its fangs or something, or into a part of it, and then take it, and then that becomes what you're then able to use.
Hell yeah. Also, while we're here, side note, we don't have to because I know we're on important diplomatic shit, but we are getting a little big we're all getting a little talented for what we have in stock library-wise. So might be a good time to talk shop book-wise.
Oh,
they have anything that might be good for copying.
Yeah, who's Giselle the scribe?
Giselle is,
but also Giselle's staying home because
we have another scribe, the other one. That's kind of Justina. Justina is with us.
Okay, the fact that you all refer to her as the other one hurts your feelings a lot.
As it should.
Where's the scribe? No, the other one. Oh, there you are.
There's a reason Justina has a chip on her shoulder. She got this cool new job, and then her boss locked himself in a room for 3 years, and it wasn't what she thought it was gonna be.
Zaldan always calls her the other one.
People are always calling her the other one. And then she gets sent off to France on some stupid murder mission.
Yeah.
And no one respects her in this house.
You trusted her enough to send her off on a murder mission, and yet you can't remember her name.
Well, to be fair,
it wasn't a murder mission. It just turned into that.
Yeah. They also sent unknown
Wasn't a murder mission
guard.
when I started it.
Yeah. They also sent unknown guard number 3, who they don't even like all that much. So that's clearly where Justina
we did
measures.
try to kill off my other dude. I don't remember his name because he disappeared from our sheets.
I fixed him. He's back. He's Eldrick. He's on there. I got him. I remade him.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Eldrick also knew too much and was real mouthy. So
you've gotten, like, you're also bringing, there's some books and some other stuff you're bringing sort of as gifts. Also possibility for trades. You haven't gotten the specifics because on one hand, depending if they've got anything that orb is going to be useful for, that the ability to use it on their behalf is in and of itself can be huge. That kind of depends on what. So you basically have, here's stuff we can use for trade. We can also essentially use it as a gift for, hey, we would like to be able to, like, get your help or like guidance and such in this area. Let us know that we're here and we're not terribly far from your covenant.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because the actual, what you got about 2 feet. You are 2 feet from their covenant, which puts you, yeah, actually about 100 miles. I mean, there's some distance in there, but still, it's a good thing to let them know you're coming.
Yeah.
All right. If there's anything else anybody particularly wants to do, aboard ship, you all gather. You make your way through. It's fairly boring on the way there. Like, one of the problems is it's very hard to kind of concentrate with the way the ship is going if you're trying to work on any magic books, anything along those lines that you normally would do. Though there's enough time during the travel, you can probably, especially if your character is studying books, it's something we can say when the season change, it'll make sense that you've been able to do it on the way there. Head up into the Black Sea until you land on the coast, and then using riverways and occasionally can get you up, kind of like basically like up through it. Like, if you look over, we're like up into the Kingdom of Poland and then sort of back down, is probably the easiest way to get through the rivers without trying to also have to cross mountain ranges for the most part. And before travel, it probably takes you about close to a month, is I think about what that'll be.
Yeah.
Chorus itself, as you start coming through the river, you can see that it overlooks the river itself that flows through the valleys. You've got mountains, difficult valleys. Like, this whole place looks like it's a defensive dream. Like, if you have like a fortress, castle, or something of some sort, this is where the hell you put it. And it looks like it's been built into terraces around the mountain. And you're pretty sure that what you're seeing is just the external parts of the covenant itself. Some of them might be built directly into the mountain. There might be regios that go back there. You're not quite sure. It's not terribly unusual. The buildings you can see externally are rather stark yet elegant. Like, they're nicely made. There is a city, sort of like. I made a note of that. Yeah, we'll say that the city reached you with Dragonesti. Dragonesti, as you go through it, you dock there about 1.5 miles away from the actual place itself. It is kind of remarkable because as you get into the city itself, as you're looking at some of the buildings, these weren't. No architect touched a lot of the buildings you're seeing. Like, what you can actually see, just the way some of them rise straight up out of the stone, things are too smooth, too kind of well put together. This all seems to be, at least big portions of it, including a rather large church, seem to be magically created. Which is probably, it would, one, require a lot of Whis. It would also be like the ritual, like you'd have to do ritual spells to be able to create something this large.
Now, I know I'm new to all of this, but is this much magic normal? Or are we the weird ones?
It's not normal.
No, it's not normal. This is excessive, would be the word to use. Excessive.
They definitely aren't shy about it.
I grew up alone in the woods, so I don't know.
Yes. I feel as if we've come into an area that is very old and powerful.
Well, they might not like our gifts then, because it seems like they have plenty of wealth here on their own.
I mean,
Well,
we
we're
have
here
plenty.
already,
Yeah.
so
We have plenty of these, and if someone brought a bunch to us, I don't think we'd be unhappy about it.
it's what they would ask for in return, though.
Yeah.
It's not so much the amount, it's the act. Is just, it's what you do when you go to someone's place. You bring gifts. It's I don't know why. It's just what you do.
Polite.
But why is it polite? I don't know.
Jeff brought the wine to the party. I brought the syphilis. Let's go.
Anyway, we had a correspondence. They would have known about when we were arriving. Give or take probably a week or two.
Is there anything particular about the ship? Because it's one of those things where it's because of the nature of how long ship travel can take. You can't pick. I'll be there at 6:15 in 3 weeks. No, it's like I'll be there sometime in about 3 or 4 weeks. Is there anything in particular on the ship that they would be that would point it out, or something they would see, or do you think there was anything you let them know? Here's what to look for, or the name with a name of a ship or something.
Yeah, I imagine I would have said the name of the ship, and I imagine we have our own. I don't want to say heraldry, but we definitely we're a prominent place in Greece. Like, I'm sure we have our own
crest of arms or
something, crest or a flag or something.
Yeah, as things are sort of going through, you notice as the ship sort of docks. Are you all out on the deck, or are you still below decks and rooms, or what are you doing as you ship docks?
If I would have thought Zalden would be up top when we were docking, just to see everything and to make sure everything's in place. We have a lot of stuff we're bringing, so there's got to be a lot of coordination, and Giselle's not here, so Zalden is going to probably take it personally.
I'll probably be up there with you simply because I've never been on a mission like this before.
Okay, and as I recall, Steve, you're the only one with a gentle gift?
Yes.
So yeah, as the gangplank goes down very quickly, there is a fairly well dressed, still a fairly well dressed, but still there for the docks, man who sort of comes up to the thing, doesn't even look much around, immediately kind of spots essentially the hole that is around the four of you, just because even the people they tend to leave the mage as they could, and as he kind of walks over and also sees Cassie on the way, is the tiger.
I have her in cat form.
Oh.
Okay.
I would have cast that spell before we got there, because showing up with a tiger I've learned that's a bad idea. So.
And we got the cat spell. We're gonna use the cat spell.
Yes.
And
once I finally get the pea spell, we're gonna use the pea spell. God damn it!
As he walks up, sort of removes his cap, kind of gives a bow, and goes, "Greetings, welcome to Dragonesti. You, I'm assuming, are here to go to Chorus?"
Yes, we are. They were expecting us. I've had a while of correspondence and gave them a time frame. They should be expecting us in this.
We were told that when you arrived that we eventually to bring you up to Chorus itself. You will find that here in Dragonesti we are well aware of mages and what it is to be around them. You will find people here maybe not as surprised as you would find in other places. So please, welcome to the town. You have free run of it. We can gather people and take you up immediately, or if you wish a night to rest, get something to eat, drink, etc. That can be done either in Chorus or here in the city itself.
How far away is Chorus from the actual city?
Not far, I mean, you can actually see about a mile and a half.
Okay. I'll get back to you on whether we're gonna stay in the city or go all the way to Chorus. I'm gonna ask everyone, and we'll see the morale of the brigade. But yes, we'll spend some time unloading. What was your name?
I am Master Regis.
Master Regis.
I control the docks.
Perfect. I'm gonna just direct him to Justina. Be like, if any payment or anything like that necessary for the docking, she's the one in charge of all that.
Certainly.
I'll go back to the three of you. But so apparently they're used to mages, so you three won't be as
Off-putting.
Pen is looking normally.
So, do we want to take our whole retinue to Chorus, or do we just want to take a handful and let the rest of them just kind of stay at inns and bars here? I feel like they would be more comfortable that way, and then when we need them, we can come send someone to bring them up.
I think that's a good idea. Let them rest. Let them relax. I would bring a protective unit with us.
Well, of course. But for the most part, we'll let the bulk. So, all right, that seems like a plan then. Also, we need enough people to haul the stuff. So after that, I will let Master Regis know that we're going to go to Chorus. Everybody else a handful of people are going to stay here. I'll relay that to him. Like, the mages and our close guard are going to go up, but everybody else is going to just kind of like camp out here till we need them.
Okay. Yeah. What we can tell is there's a bit of a mixed thing, because like some of them are going, oh, thank God, inns are going to be great. Some people, because what some of them know is some covenants are extremely like welcoming, lots of food, lots of other stuff. Some of them are also sparse as hell. They do have no idea which one this one might be.
Okay.
At least there's civilization somewhere nearby. Also, I cannot imagine if we'd actually role-played out all of us being on a boat together for a month, we'd all be trying to kill each other by the end of this as wizards.
Yes.
Because I know what Penn would be doing. Penn would be, I know y'all are reading, and Penn would probably read a bit too, but Penn would also be shapeshifting into a swan and like hanging all over Lair all the time. That one kid in middle school who like gave out hugs too often.
All right. So yeah, you get everything set up, and then very quickly there's a group that sort of takes you. And it's not far at all. Like I said, I think it was just a mile. Yeah, 1.5 miles, which is real close.
Yeah.
And like you kind of like load up some wagons with the stuff that you're taking there, and as on your way up to the it's got pretty good defenses on the way up. If it was like if an army was to come here, they'd be in some trouble. But it also means that you kind of have to do the whole go this way, and now come back here. Like it makes it difficult to just cut directly up the side, like the terraced sides of the mountain. And out there you see there is a man. He's like wearing like completely black, like the robes and like the shirt and such underneath. He's got even a black skull cap. Looks it's always difficult to tell with mages. He probably looks in his 60s or so, which means he could be somewhere in his 90s. But is someone up there who is kind of like things about him sort of remind you of almost of like pulled taut leather. Like he is just like kept himself in very good shape, which is something that Tremere mages do. So does Titalis, kind of in general. And he is sort of by himself up front as the caravan arrives.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you said Pol Pot, the dictator for a second, and I was like, oh God, what's wrong with this guy?
What could I have said to be mistaken for Pol Pot? Or Pol, like, I was thinking like
Yeah,
like,
the
like
Pol
Pol
part.
Tot.
I was like, he's like Pol
Yeah,
Pot, the
Pot, yeah.
dictator.
This is. Have you met my friend? This is my friend Carl, Carl M. And Joseph with an F. I don't know if you've met them.
They're cool and normal.
As you come close, he's like, "Greetings. I am Dominic of Titalis. I am the Dell of Chorus. How? I'm finally pleased to meet all of you."
It is nice to meet you as well, Dominus. I am Zalden. This is Pen, Xander, and Lear of Apana Maria. Thank you for having us.
So I'm assuming you've had a fairly long journey. Would you like rooms, places to eat, or something to eat, a place to wash and rest for a bit?
Yes, that would be most wonderful. It's been tight quarters on that ship, and it would be nice to relax, stretch our legs, and then after dinner or during dinner, perhaps get down to business.
Excellent. So here we'll show you in. They go through and they show like it's fairly Spartan on the outside, but as you go in, a lot of it actually goes like fairly deep into the mountains. There's just the bit that's on the outside. As you go in, it is sort of beautifully put together. Takes you through like a series of hallways into a place where you've got like some fairly large rooms that are all placed together, and then there's like sort of a little further down the hallway there's some smaller ones for the different the grogs and such who will be sort of staying with you or near you, but there are plenty of large ones that are you're guessing this is where visiting Magi and such stay. There's a good amount of like plush beds. There's also places for study, places for it's not something like a laboratory, but there's also plenty of like writing stuff and things throughout. So well put together. No, certainly. We will about 5 o'clock. The 5 o'clock's about 3-4 hours. We'll eat. If there's anything you need, there are some servants down at the end of the hall. Please let them know to come get us. We will allow you a little bit of rest before we eat.
Thank you.
All right. And as you guys get all set up, if you want, I'm gonna pee real quick. If you want to discuss among yourselves what sort of things you're thinking of and what you want to do, you'll have some time to conference while you're getting set up.
I imagine we take a little bit of time to ourselves, like to decompress for like an hour and a half, 2 hours before reconvening.
It's like, I don't want to see you people for the next 2 hours.
Do we know if there's a tub?
I imagine there is, yeah.
Yeah, Pen is in swan form and is just doing laps in the tub, just like, yeah. It's like we probably could have done in the ocean, but I feel like all of you would have not been chill about it. And also dangerous.
Yeah.
Shark would have eaten her.
And probably at that point we would have been like, we tried to tell you, we're not going to help you.
Yeah, which it's not that big of a tub, and considering how big Pen is, she's probably just like kind of like rotating like that cat.
But yeah.
Hold on.
All right.
I go to Xander's door and I knock on his door. Or Zeldin's door.
Yeah. Lear.
Sorry to bother you. Before we meet with the others, I want your take on this place. What are your thoughts?
Well, so far they've been hospitable, but it's very different from home. I think we just see what they say. Except we brought gifts. Just play it by ear. Honestly, they seem hospitable enough.
Are we going to be honest about the grass crown? Or are we going to be subterfuge?
I don't see any reason that we need to hide our intentions here. I mean, we are here to find a Regio because it's connected to something that's going on at our covenant, which I'm sure they know of our covenant because everybody does. Like
Yes.
everywhere we go, they ask us how we got it and how are we running it and how has it survived? How are you not dead? We're gonna get those questions. We do every time. So we might as well just be honest with them and tell them why we're here and we're investigating something related to demons.
All right. All right.
Unless you think we shouldn't, but
I'm wary.
then what do you think we should do?
I wish I had an answer, but I'm worried. I'm worried.
Well,
At this point, do we bring in Xander and Penn?
Yeah.
Oh, Xander, it's just going to be more of the same.
What is the same? I'm not used to this.
They want to take it. They want
with
to take the.
everyone.
They want to take it away from us.
Take what away? What can they possibly take away?
Anna Maria?
They can do
Almost-
that?
Yes. Humans can do that.
I mean, technically, no. Like, it would be such a breach of the order if they were to just come and take our covenant.
Yes, but a lack of them doing anything would mean the covenant is taken away from us no matter what, if we're all dead. That is why I am nervous about letting them in on what is going on.
Well, I also more so meant the same that everything is, whereas overly complicated social rules that I don't understand.
Just don't say anything, my dear. You'll be fine.
Mm.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
we did come all this way.
I feel we don't be 100% transparent at first. What is the lowest stake thing we can share with them that has little impact?
We had a premonition?
Okay, a premonition
Multiple
had
people were
to
having-
do with this place.
Yeah.
Yes.
well, not their covenant. The place in the mountains about 100 miles from here.
Okay.
Was it 100 miles?
I believe so.
Around so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a good start.